What's going on? It's Justeeni here. I've got a really wild one for you guys. That's all I have to say. Let's get right into it. So it's IMO. I'm doing this funny opening. I miss my village, so thank goodness I didn't go turn 0 meditation. Would have been pretty bad. Find a ruin and a village and the opponent. Not what you want to be seeing as IMO, but we'll kind of see how things play out, see what I get from the ruin. I get a star ruin, which allows me to go riding roads, so I can hold on and defend just fine. I should note this opponent's actually like decently high elo, so this game will get pretty serious. I get a pretty questionable explorer. This is one thing with IMO, their explorers tend to not be very good unless you get climbing, because there's just so many mountains. They have I think the highest mountain range in the entire game. I think even higher than Jinchi if I'm not mistaken. My Mind Mender dies, very sad. I meet the opponent, which is a little less sad. Now I can siege them, but if they have the unsiege, then they have it. Sure enough, they have it. So I'm kind of trapped. The opponent's really close to me. I don't have very many cities. And I can only imagine the opponent's taking the rest of the map. So what I kind of do here, the opponent also gets vision here up north, whereas I have terrible vision because this explorer sucked. I get a vet sword from the ruin, which is not great. I can already defend just fine. I get another explorer. And of course, yeah, IMO explorers, man. They're not it. They keep bumping into mountains. It's so sad. They go for the siege. The siege is not worth it, actually. But I'm kind of like enticing them to attack. I get climbing finally, forestry, and the goal is math and trade. I already have roads, so I just need 2 techs, really. And I'm expanding over here, taking cities and stuff. They get a very strong border growth here. And I get population. So things are still kind of developing. Population's very nice because it helps me get a very quick giant. I decide to pressure with the vet sword just to see what happens. If they unsiege, I don't really care too much. But if they can't unsiege, then obviously that's amazing for me. If I force a giant push out, that's also good. I go for the Park of Fortune here, because that lets me get another giant. And it speeds up my development. Time is of the essence here. And I go for another explorer, see what's going on. I see another village, but the opponent's already there first. I cannot stop them, and they have a vet sword. But I do get some very nice vision on their capital as well. Yeah, they can easily giant push. That's exactly what they do. So yeah, I'm fine forcing out the giant push like I said earlier. And then I just kill the rider. Because my sword's pretty injured, it's going to take a while to recover if it even can. Go mathematics pre-capture, chop a force, get explorer. Should give me Eye of God, pretty much guaranteed. Except it actually was 1 move off. 1 move from going on the mountain. Very, very disappointing. But I can do a nice giant push here. Kind of getting in the action. And then they siege the city. So I cannot unsiege this. And so I just let it happen. They can have that city. And yeah, I chopped the stuff there. Pop growth, set up another giant. And I'm just going to attack this border growth city because it's a nice juicy target. If I take it, that's amazing. And it's not easy for them to defend. I'm developing like crazy. I've got riders set up. And now the opponent also has a city here. So if we look at the situation after they take this city, it's not looking the greatest for me. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. So I'm down 3 cities. But I will eventually get trade. But there's another problem. These 2 cities aren't easy to defend either. What do I do about this city? I can't get a giant push unless I spend a ton of stars. And it is so far away from my army. This city is at least a bit more defendable. I can get like catapults and stuff. But I can't do it with this city. So how do I defend that? Opponent continues to develop. I go for trade. That's what I was saving up for last turn. And yeah, just going super greedy, get a Mindbender here to dissuade them from attacking this city, and to potentially go over and defend this city. But then they're going in with their units. They're poking away at my giant. They go over here with the Juggernaut, and it looks like they're just taking the city. They're trying to defend with their giant though over here. I just decide weaken that giant. Now it's practically unusable. And I'm just upgrading. Get a catapult to keep defending this city. And in fact, this Mindbender, actually, the point of it, I said it was possibly to defend here. It actually wasn't. I knew I was going to lose this city as soon as I saw the vet sword. So I decided they can have this city. I don't need it. It only makes 2-star per turn and they can't upgrade it. So yeah, they can have it. They siege. And yeah, they're just taking the city. They're weakening my giants, but I have one full HP giant, which I can use to siege. They likely have the push, but forcing it out is pretty nice. I have the Mindbender here. I go for Shiv, because my techs are very cheap. Go for the siege here. Build some stuff up. Then they go in on defense, but I will say, unfortunately, we get a pretty anticlimactic ending as they get a park and resign. I assume they misclicked. I'm pretty sure they actually might have had a Justeeni. If they did, like if we go all the way back, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a way to Justeeni because they can move like this here, this here, this here, this here. They can easily get something here. I think there's a way to bounce a rider here. Like I'm pretty sure they actually killed this giant with the rider. And then they get a Justeeni. And then I have a knight to chain in case that happens. And I actually think the position's completely playable if they get a Justeeni, which sounds insane, but especially considering I would be down a lot of cities, right? Because like if we look here, how many cities did they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to my 6. Nearly double my city count. Shouldn't be playable at all, but actually I think it's completely fine, especially if we look at like economy. If they get the push off successfully, this should be making, I think, 6-star per turn or something. So they'd still be down in economy with a huge city count. You can see their tech prices are off the charts, especially compared to mine. So I think it could have been playable. I kind of wish we could have seen how it win. I was kind of disappointed they actually didn't find the Justeeni. I shouldn't have given them a Justeeni in the first place. Like, my mistake here was leaving this giant. I believe I just healed it, but instead, I think it's better for me to like move the giant up, and then the Mindbender is like, I don't know, they can still reach this though. I don't know if it's actually possible to prevent the Justeeni, so maybe I don't even siege, who knows. This was a really complicated, interesting game. Sad that I kind of ended like this. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts though, who's actually winning if he gets the Justeeni. If he gets the push, I think I'm just winning, but I don't know. Either way though, hope you guys enjoyed, like and sub, and have a good one.